Welcome to part 3, where you can see I've made a massive change to the pattern. Okay, so take 2. It's better to figure out that you messed up before you finish it all up than after. So we're going 120, so 60 and 60. That'll be 59 for now. Putting on our cast-on comb, locking it into place on the right side, and then the left side. Yes, it likes to lean forward. Not a big deal. Bring the stitches forward. Every other stitch. Wrapping my waste yarn into my cast-on comb. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Take this down. Put it back up. Well, it's not every day that happens. But hey, look at us go. Everything is fine. Let's go. Not sure why that is all loose. I will have to check it out. This other one is nice and tight. I'll give that a little squeeze maybe. Okay, so we need to increase 1 stitch on this side. So we will E-wrap that, lock it in there, bring the other stitches forward, and then bring them super forward out to E position. Okay, we're going to knit a couple of rows here. I just have my waste yarn from our little mess up a few seconds ago. So we're just going to knit a couple rows. This is tension 7, by the way. Okay, that's far enough. I'm just going to take that out. Give it a little clip. And now it's out of the way. I am going to put 3 claw weights on here. 1 at 0. I'm not sure what's going on here. Got some stuff in the way. Stuff not put away properly, interfering with stuff that is put away properly. All right, this one to here and here. Now we're going to double E-wrap because I think it'll be neater. I'm going to do that really quick. Now I don't know why this did dumb things. Just take these off, bring that forward, and hand knit these ones. Bring them forward. Okay. Back to E-wrap. Put a clip on the yarn tail, put it between needles 1 and 2, bring it back over needle 1, underneath, onto needle 2, well, on top of needle 2, and now we pull it through. So we're at 60 left, 60 right, and we are doing a double E-wrap. We were just barely pulling it through. And we'll come back to do more E-wrap closer to the right side. Before we do that, however, we are going to take our carriage and we are going to go up to tension 10 and make sure that it is at the right tension. I'm going to pause, get to this end, and then we'll come back and do something different. Okay, we're on the end here. Make sure you're going under and not over. I mean, under the 2 needles first, and then over the last one, and into the first one. So leftmost. Okay, that one is through, and now through. Lock it into the carriage. Now we're going to take our hood and we're going to hang it over the stitches. So we want them all to be forward just a little bit, just to make it easier. Take my favorite tool, find 0, match up 0 with 0, and now I'm going to hang from 0 to 35. This gets pretty boring pretty fast, so we're going to pause. We'll come back when I have the hood from 35 to 35, and then we will knit a lock-in row. Okay, hang on here. I just got to adjust this just a little bit. We are at the end of this little stage. Okay, so that's 35 and 35. I'm now going to bring the rest of these forward. Taking a deep breath. Very stressful. I'm going to add a large barrel weight to the hood, which will play a vital role when we do the ribbing. So we're at tension 10, we're coming across. This is the lock-in row, going nice and slow. Now we're going to take off the sinker plate. Put on the connecting arm and reset our row counter to 2, because this is the second row of knitting. Actually, we'll put it down to 1. We'll count this the seam as a 0. Going to put our yarn into the connecting arm, and now we're going to introduce our ribber. So let me put that on. Actually, we have one stage before. Before we can put on the ribber, we need to remove the cast-on comb, because if we don't, we're going to have a bad day. Now unlock the yarns here. I'm actually going to cut them so that they don't interfere. Nothing else is locked in. Taking that clip off, we're now going to remove the cast-on comb. Go down behind, and it's still caught stuff. Okay. Now this is frightening when you first do this, but this is our second time round. Okay, ribber on, ready. She's in. She's on. Oh. Now she's flipped. Everything is locked. Carriage is coming. Going across. Now, this here, purple, and that there, purple, need to stay down. So let's just clip them. They stay out of the way. For now. I no longer need the center one. So that one's now gone. Okay, this is coming down. Up, up, up. Pulls down. We're good. We're now going to transfer, starting at right 2 and right 3. We're going to transfer for a 2x2 rib. If you want to have an easier time, you can use two-prong transfer tools, and you can just transfer 2 stitches at a time down. However, when you get to the part where you don't have the extra weight on, it becomes very scary, and you may have to get creative to make sure that there is weight where you need it. But I'm pausing. I'm going to do the transfers, and then we'll come back. Well, I don't know what's going on. I am lost. This shouldn't be 2, but I don't see the 3 anywhere. This is so weird. Oh, there it is. How did that happen? Okay. I just have this little boo-boo to fix. So this one should be up. This one should be down. That threw me off completely. Okay, now we're playing on the same page. All right, I'm going to grab my cast on comb and then we'll be back. All right, cast on comb is grabbed, going in behind. Trying my best not to get caught on anything silly. And here we go. Caught on something as usual. Not sure what. Okay. Looks like we made an appearance. Okay. Okay. That is zeros. Pushed out of the way. Looks good. Locked in. Now I'm going to move everything up. And out. And pushing back everything else. We have row 1 is already done. We're going to place a barrel weight at 0, a large barrel weight at what is 100, and another one at what is 100. One of the things that I constantly have is these end pieces of my ripper comb are always getting caught in these end plates. So for the first couple rows, we are going to very carefully watch that and keep pushing out of the bracket there. The main bed also is still in 10. It needs to go down to 7. So taking a deep breath. Everything looks good. This is row 1. We're now doing row 2. Going slow. Okay. Making sure that nothing is caught. You'll hear it if it is. Now we're going to add extra weights. So we're going to add one around 40 or 30. And another large one at 30. And needles up, opposite of the carriage, going across for row 3. Okay, now we're going to take a look on this side. That is free. That one I know is free because I checked. And now we're going to keep knitting till we get to row 10. Good. Now, if you have your end stitches look a little loopy, like a little loose, you can put in your 7 weights at this point. Just slide it in, put a small weight on it, slide it between the beds. Put a small weight on it. And continue knitting. Everything looks good. Okay, you get the idea. We will come back when we're closer to 70 rows. Okay, this is row 60. Now we're going to go to row 70. All right, here we go. This is row 70. Now we get the honor of transferring all of the stitches onto the main bed. So let's pause and we'll come back when I have the ribber off the machine. Okay, so now we can kind of see how pretty color bars are. I'm going to move up all the needles. I'm going to remove most of the weight because it's not necessary. And now I'm going to do a exaggerated latch tool. So almost down to A. How much yarn did we save? Oh, 2 whole colors. You get the idea. We'll come back when I have this off the machine. Alright, this is a good place to stop, and we'll start again in the next video.